I'd like you now to close your eyes and make yourself comfortable where you are right now. And if you would, kindly notice the fact that you are breathing. And so, focusing now on each flowing breath in and out at your own natural pace, you find in doing only this and nothing else, your breathing begins to deepen. That's right. Each successive breath becoming now a little longer than the one before. Easier, slower, gentler, and as you know, deep and gentle breathing is a pleasure in itself, and more than this always, always, always brings about a calmer state of being. And so, breathing more deeply now, easily and more slowly, it's apparent, is it not, already that the more closely you attend to the rhythm of your breathing, the quieter your mind, the more pleasurable the feeling. Just like that. Just like this. And as you also know, deep in the heart of every storm is a place of complete rest and calm. And so you can say with me, I am ready now to turn and go within, recalling now that all those many years ago, when you were very small, the world and all its countless pressures had no effect at all upon your clear and open state of mind. So come within. This way you'll find this state of perfect presence, your still and silent center, this pure and unspoiled essence still awaits, ready now again to enter this deepest peace you sense, a promise of complete release is calling you to return there now, and in simply sensing this, the outside world, of course, begins to fade away, of scant importance now, because you know, you deeply feel your need for this, so very real and overdue. Its time has come. This time is now. Breathing steadily now, gently, calmly, pleasurably, so easy, so naturally, your entire being preparing to enter stillness, waiting patiently for you to disconnect completely from your daily hopes and cares and remembering the clear and obvious truth that the outside of the outside is the inside, your refuge, safely away from all the endless stress that punctuates each pressured day. But here and now, the inner door opens. You step inside, and there you see 10 wooden steps, broad and gentle. 10 yellow beechwood steps leading downwards, inwards, and towards your destiny deserved, to peace, to stillness, calling you now as you take your first step down into a deeper peace. That's right. And in this growing quietness, as you continue your gentle descent, as gentle as your breathing, it's becoming quite apparent now, in this ever-deepening quiet, that all your many voices, those chattering thoughts, calculating, agitating, making hasty choices, some are judging, some repeating, all those endless self-defeating things you say, but now, at last, relievedly, they all begin to fade away, their volume dropping unmistakably now, thinning out, becoming distant, and not missed, indeed released from these. A soothing pleasure in itself arrives to make its presence felt, and reassured, comforted by this all-embracing quiet, each step down you take a deeper pleasure, bringing you further inside this soft and velvet inner realm, ever downwards, ever inwards, ever deeper within, where your still and silent center sits eternally, patiently waiting for your presence, knowing you will return. You continue to descend another step, now halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2 more steps to go. Just one, and down across the 10th and final step. And there, just there, a door, arched and wooden, with a round beechwood handle. This door you see before you is intriguingly mysterious, yet somehow quite familiar. You feel, you know, you've been this way before. And so, now, ready to return within, you turn the handle once again. You push, it opens. Step now into the most peaceful scene you've ever seen or been in. So softly quiet, so wondrously beautiful. You see this now in all its mesmerizing and delightful being. Walk into this, become this now, merge with this now, and be the charming calm of your surroundings, here and now. And you know that here, in this place, at this hour, you will go so much deeper now within, into a profound state of peace. You see, just there, in front of you, the beginnings of a path, a spiral path, leading ever inwards, steadily inwards towards the heart of all things, knowing now that when you reach its center, you will find your answer. And walking now upon this spiral path, the way is lit and open. Each gentle breath you take, a further step towards your still and silent center. Each step, each breath, brings more to mind that early childlike feeling of having no concerns at all. Each step, each breath you take upon this spiral path leads you ever nearer to your goal. And now, as you walk and as you breathe, in the fullness of this moment, something beautiful, something wonderful, self-consciousness, quite unfitting here, and because of this, vanishes completely disappears, leaving only this beautiful scene. Your steady step transporting you ever inwards and measured by the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Being this and nothing more. And in this moment now, you see this spiral path on which you have been traveling nears now its end. You've reached your place of rest, no further now. And there, right in front of your eyes, a truly entrancing scene. A pond upon which 3 swans swim. One black, one white, one silver, swimming slowly round and round, seemingly forever. Watching now in growing fascination, these 3 swans gracefully following their circular route, a dignified and slowly revolving circuit. These swans seem, like you, mesmerized, captivated by their beautiful fluid motion, a picture of perfect placidity in itself. And yet, you see more deeply now and notice, whilst looking at this scene, seemingly so peaceful, so enchantingly serene, that something's not quite as it seems. You see the black swan, as it swims, looks backward, its expression constantly changing, alternating back and forth between one of regret to one of longing, back to regret and then back to longing, and on and on and on and on and on, and all for a past that's gone forever. The white swan, as it swims, looks forward, its expression constantly changing, alternating back and forth between one of hope to one of fear, back to hope and then back to fear, and on and on and on and on and on, and all for a future that can never be known. And the silver swan, as it swims, looks down upon the distorted reflections of all 3 birds in the water all around it, attention fragmented, constantly flitting from one reflection to another, past and future back and forth, its expression ever changing, never resting. Approval, disapproval, judgment, pride, shame, elation, disappointment, sadness, gladness, blame, and on and on and on. The three swans swim in this never-ending circle upon these once calm waters, swimming round and round and round, seeking sweet release, but locked and lost in endless thought, never reaching peace. And a feeling of profound compassion wells up within you, emotions rising for these trapped birds, transfixed as they are on thoughts of past and future and how they see themselves and how they think they're seen, and thus completely oblivious to the beauty of this scene, unable to rest, as if driven forward, despairingly awaiting the arrival of something that's already here, this perfect present moment. And so caught up are you, so consumed by this your feeling of care and deep concern for these three swans, your own hopes and cares are quite forgotten. They disappear and are gone. And because of just this, your universe turns inside out, and all is about to become crystal clear. See now your own life depicted within this troubled scene, endlessly repeated throughout the passing years, this restless, never-ending dream of past and future hopes and fears, completely missing presence. And so much time like this has passed, but now, informed, you understand and see at last this pond upon which these swans swim is your eternal moment, your ever-present now. The swans themselves, your mind, in all its many states, as if under a spell, transfixed like the birds, possessed by images of your past and future self in imagined situation, always under pressure, frantic, never-ending need to reach this, this here now. Yes. And seeing, understanding, and accepting the obvious truth that you could never be anywhere else but here. And how? Well, the only time that ever is now. See now, these three swans, their spell broken, entranced no longer by these fleeting and distorted forms, these misleading reflections of self in mind. Watch now in wonder and delight as the three swans merge, becoming one graceful form in motion. Its neck uncurling in a single, fluidly elegant movement, straightening out, pointing his beak to the sky and letting out a call of long-awaited, sweet release. You hear and feel this call so clearly, it seems to come from within your own self. And now, for one never-ending, everlasting moment, you become this swan. You are this swan, which now magically merges fully and completely with the pond itself, leaving only this perfectly round circle of water, which is what you are, calm and clear and perfectly, wondrously still. This pond of perfect presence disconnecting, disengaging, divesting yourself of all thought, holding on no more, entering now the deepest, peaceful feeling, amazing, revealing the unfolding truth that you are peace, peace and perfect stillness. All mental discomfort vanishes, and in its place, balance, equilibrium, and a stillness that is whole and quite complete in itself, pervading your entire being now, from the deepest depths to polished, pinpoint, focused conscious awareness, stability, tranquility, serenity. And in the state of wordless bliss, you let slip all remaining bodily awareness. You see, even the idea of your own self becomes transparent, dissolves away, leaving only the silent witness, pure, open consciousness, and the peace that passes all understanding. Awareness only, formless, unmoved by time, stillness, pure stillness, heavenly, sublime. And in this perfect presence, this unmoving stillness, this complete and grounded calm, all remaining burdens drop away, completely away. Grudges liquefy, and all the fires of anger and disquiet are quenched and burn no more, forgotten, completely washed away. Your heart rejoices as you enter again, wholly, fully, and completely, that early childlike feeling of being absolutely free. Something opens up inside, and in this ever-deepening acceptance of contentment, at rest, motionless, stationary, all time slows and comes to a stop. And in this perfect presence, in this pure stillness, this bond, which you are, becomes a vast ocean of peace. Feel this. You truly are this. And as you identify with this vision, this life of yours, for far too long, a parched and arid land is now at last being watered by a kind and unseen hand. A gentle, loving rain is falling, falling, falling all around. Life and health returning in all that it surrounds. See now your physical life, your existence day to day is like a dream compared to this unmistakable, undeniable actuality, this stillness, this calming, clear reality, complete, replete, and quiet enough for perfect peace. This perfect peace becomes a permanent part of your experience. This perfect peace becomes the ever-present underlay of imperturbability throughout each of your conscious days. Just say these words: ocean of peace, and you'll experience again this wondrous, wondrous sense of pure stillness. And why? Because it's what you truly are. Ocean of peace. And now, bringing this all back home, this wonderful state of stillness of mind, you return along the spiral path, renewed. You turn that handle one more time and ascend the 10 wooden steps. Full consciousness returns to you now. Hello. And now, if you feel peaceful, kindly subscribe to this channel, because you will be helping us out more than you could imagine. And if we can get sufficient subscribers, we will be able to keep putting out these videos for you.